What's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan, and welcome back to Green and Gold Games and my Let's Play of the Outer Worlds. This is episode number 5. Alright, one thing I'm going to do is I want to save my heavy ammo for my rifle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this assault rifle off and put on this light machine gun. Its damage is 19, but it has a magazine size of 90. And I'm picking up a shit ton of light ammo. So we'll put that in instead. Of course, I got my plasma rifle. And it's a Jock plasma rifle. I love how the guns have manufacturer names in this game too. Like that's Spacer's Choice, it's Hammersmith, T&L. Looks like most all the melee weapons is Spacer's Choice. Yeah, some of this stuff I'm going to break down into weapon parts, like the light pistol. I'm going to break those into weapon parts. Basically anything under 10 bits I'm going to break down into weapon parts. Yeah, assault rifle. Break that down. That's a steam assault rifle. Yeah, anything with a diamond icon right there next to the weapon indicates it's a steam weapon, which means it has better durability and it's worth a lot more. Sometimes we should have the time being. Shotgun, assault rifle, triple blade. So damage, it's not being very conditions, so it's 17. Alright, so the rest of these I'm going to put into junk. I'm glad I have that option to put it in junk so that when you go to sell it, you can hit this all junk and boom, it's done. Alright, so armor definitely prepared. Helmet looks good. This armor 17. Break that down, keep that, break that down, keep that, break that down, keep that, keep, break down. And then all this, you go to junk. Alright. Base health. Natural health, armor rating 10, minor attributes, change ability from status. Durage missed. That can go to junk. That can go to junk at a time. Spacer Royals, red cigarettes. All apple. Spacers, Charles, into chew. That. Next zap, left barrel, Mr. Power, Master Bay, Speedy Barrel, and Secret. Here's all our junk. Candy meat, earrings, nice servo, all kinds of stuff. We can sell all this shit. So let's do that. Whoa, that looks cool. See, look at all the frickin' ammo I got. How's it going, Julius?
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw.
I would rather sell some stuff.
Music to my ears.
Alright, hold X to sell junk. So now I have 300 bits. Alright, what do you have for sale? You have, fish sticks, tartar sauce, mac and cheese. Well, it's not real cheese. Look at that. You have skin salve, armor, worker's outfit, weapons, what else you got? Oh, ammo. I never sell that for less than 2 bits. Huh. Looks like I have money. Go ahead and buy that. I'll go ahead and buy your round 2, fuck it. Transfer, exact size. Range of mod size. Improve damage, armor, push, armor damage, plus 15%. Transfer, and backpack. Which is armor mod. I'll take that. So that's 25 bits left. About 50 actually. Oh, you have the ship stuff too, okay. I'll buy your fix. This is all buyback. All the shit sold them. Alright, thank you. Alright, take a look at our journal. These are all completed.
Heard something outside the walls.
Alright. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and destroy the auto-mechanical scout. Because from the looks of it, it seems like that there are some hostile ones. So I'm just going to say fuck it and kill it. Fail. Okay, so there's a lock. Let's go. You know, guys. That's how we step in. Ooh, nice. In here. All right.
Searching for repair bay.
let's turn to the video. Hello. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, let's head back to the video.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Looks like these are a couple vending machines.
Ammo shit. There's a black rifle. A shot cannon. Interesting. Driver's license. Geographic scanner. Shears. There's food stuffs. There's other shit. I would like to have a blade weapon. It's a little powerful.
Alright, back inside Edgewater we go. Gotta look for the secret weapon. Hold on a second. That was locked, of course. And we go. Alright, let's head over to the cantina. Okay, how do I get it out of here? Oh, it's behind it. Got it. Excuse me.
Something I
Alright, Ludwig, you crazy motherfucker.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
What do you expect I'll find down there?
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
How am I supposed to get one of these logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Alright, well, we have our standing orders. So now we gotta go to Reed Thompson. Seems like all roads lead to Reed Thompson because we also have to go to him to get the parts we need to repair the ship. So that's what we're going to do. So, it's all to the academy.
You're safer inside the walls.
So I've heard. Man. If only. Shit. Interesting. Oh. Guess we'll just use the elevator. Interesting elevator music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Best friend, achievement unlocked. Recruited a companion. Alright, you've gained a companion. There are characters that join you in your adventures and help you in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. And you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Companion perks. Your companion has leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger and select the perk button to see the available perks. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. The companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. So she has light pistol and a camera. And she has mechanical overalls. And she... Oh, support engineering. Next, please. Alright. GSL5. Mode. Weapon. Next. Distance speed. I'm guessing that's... Yep, okay. So I guess I shouldn't get rid of all weapons now, from this point forward. So that way my companion can have some weaponry herself. Maybe some armor, too.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Parvati.
We better clear out of this. Can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters. So what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Where would I find him?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, we got our first teammate. We can go ahead and break this piece of junk. I still need to get to a frickin' workbench. Actually, I think there's one in town here. Yep, here we go.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens here.
Alright, modified. We're putting that out. Shotgun, fire rifle, next out, next way. Damage site, in ray. Yes. No scopes. My pistol, impact hammer, which is hers. Shotgun, fire rifle, machine gun. Max out. Shot damage. After shotgun, I can hit with a throw or speed arrow. Critical damage plus 25%. Add DPM. Damage per second. RPM rate of fire. Yeah, that's it. Max zap. No, hold off on that. Shotgun, fire rifle, machine gun. Yes. 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 Tinker actually liberated 5 levels above the room. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Alright. Armor. Eyes repair. There we go. Alright, weapon's repaired and ready to kick some ass. Journey. And we're going to be heading that way in a bit. Comes now the power. The Botanical Lab. PackerMan.
Wish we had some better rations. Something like that?
It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto, at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked her to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
You make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
The illustrated manual. Alright. So now we gotta find that. And we're already 42 minutes into this episode. Man, one thing I will tell you is that time fucking flies when you're playing this game. That's what I've noticed. Slices, dices, cauterizes. The plasma cutter. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I just got a serious hard-on seeing the name of that weapon. And what it looks like. The plasma cutter. So we're getting inspiration from Dead Space now, are we? Okay, now I really want to find one of those. Cave entrance. Oh, joy. What about... comes now the power? That way as well. Okay. Okay, I can pick up that. A bolter pistol. It's an energy weapon. Ooh. That's interesting. Some Adreno. I got 28 helpings of Adreno right now. Piecemeal mining helmet. Magnum. Magazine increases the amount of ammunition the weapon's magazine carries. Cool. That's actually a good one.
I'll do this one.
Oh, so it's a rapid fire. Okay. Interesting.
Wait, that's Parvati. This is a joke.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Use workbench.
I really love those books. Shotgun plasma rifle, Magnum. Lord has shot damage. Oh, I want to do that. So increases the mine, so I'll do that. Sometimes your quick damage is 25. Do that as well. Look at that shot damage. Tinker. We'll try that a little bit. Alright, attacking rough. Alright. And Eliza. Good stuff. There's power. Senton. Assault rifle. Whoa, sharp blade. Increasing noise made while moving.
Alright, I'm going to call the episode right here since we're almost 50 minutes in, so that'll do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is the PackerMan signing out. You better like and subscribe or face the consequences. You have been warned.